Hello, this is a sort of Ashens-inspired video I decided to do today, and basically, if I just turn this light on, there we go. I wanted to show you a kit that I was given as a present for building someone's computer. Now, of course, one of my favourite pastimes, one of my favourite things to do is actually build computers. I'm actually going to turn the light back off. Is to build computers, and when I received this this present, I was quite chuffed with it because I've not had one before. So let me just get it now for you. Get it off that hook. It's this. It's the it's a roslin. If I just bring it to the camera. Stick that back on. Might not be able to see that. But basically, it's a Rolson 33-piece precision screwdriver set. I quite enjoy it, and it was given to me, but as I can tell, it didn't cost that much money actually, and I will put how much it cost down in the description. But the point is that not that it didn't cost a lot of money. It was the thought that was about it really more, and it comes with this sort of nice ergonomic designed screwdriver, which is really nice actually. And if I unscrew this little thing here, I can actually extend the screwdriver in and out, and it's quite nice actually. Solid feel to it. It's got a sort of unscrewable pop sort of thing in the back here, which allows you to put different screws and heads in the back there if you use a particular head or screw any more than others. The only problem I've got with that obviously is it doesn't quite fit unless you extend this piece here and then put this piece back on. Now that fits perfectly, and this is quite sturdy. This will push back in with a great deal of force, but it requires force to push it back in. And then if I just simply take that back out and stick that back there, this is metal. The end bit is entirely metal. In fact, yes, the end bit is entirely metal, including the screw piece, which is also metal. It also comes with a lovely plastic. Stick that back there. It comes with a lovely plastic magnifying glass, which I don't know if I can demonstrate. No, I can't demonstrate. But it comes with a lovely magnifying glass, which allows me to magnify certain things. Oh, I can demonstrate if I'm very clever. It magnifies certain areas. It's very useful, actually. I haven't had a chance to use the magnifying glass yet. Obviously, building computers doesn't always allow that. But these pieces have actually been quite useful so far. I also received this in the set, which is a sort of wire metal extendable cord that will bend round corners when applied to. It's quite nice, and it fits quite gently back into the box. If I just stick that back in there like that. It's a really nice piece, a really nice set of different screwdriver heads, and a lovely screwdriver. It isn't that much money, and the reason that I'm making this video is because there's a YouTube channel that you've probably heard of, something around 2 million subscribers, so very, very popular. Computer sort of engineering building channel called Linus Tech Tips. These gentlemen use and sort of say that the precision toolkit, precision screwdriver set to use is they say that their precision toolkit to use is the iFixit toolkit, which is, if actually I look for the iFixit toolkit, it costs around somewhere around £100. This obviously did not cost as near as much as £100, but does the job exactly the same, and if not some, obviously I haven't been able to use the iFixit toolkit yet, but this does the job exactly the same way as their screwdriver does, with excellent build quality for such a more softer price, I suppose. I prefer using screwdrivers like this, but there is other screwdrivers that one can use to build a computer, and it's these things here. Now these are obviously all-purpose, one-fits-all screwdrivers. These are quite cheap as well. I'll link these down in the description. But there's also these things you can get in crackers from Christmas. There's these small screwdrivers, actually. I received in a sort of a build-it-yourself Meccano set from Stanley. I'll pour these into my hand. There's this double-sided compass with 2 prongs, which is also sometimes quite useful, actually. Another small screwdriver, an Allen key, with quite useful, a flathead screwdriver on the bottom, and then 2 small things. I forgot what their name is, but they're quite useful as well. This entire set I use for building computers and things like that, and I keep it all in this. This actually quite useful bit of kit is entirely just quite mucky. Is entirely just from a bike. It's actually just the camera again. A bike peg that used, on the back of a bike, on the back of the bike or the front wheel, just to just to keep that to let people stand on them or whatever. But quite useful, actually. Obviously the hole there, and obviously you can see it's got a grip there to allow the user to stand on it. But my screwdrivers, my entire set of tools just for building computers and adjusting things, fits in here. It all fits in there perfectly, and it's quite nice. And if I lay it down like that, it's quite nice and compact, and just looks very nice as well, like a sort of a pencil holder for your screwdrivers, and it fits the aesthetic as well. If anyone's bothered about aesthetically pleasing items, there we go. The other problem is, of course, is the screwdrivers and whatnot can sometimes decide to protrude out of the bottom of the case. But back to the screwdriver set. Very cheap. Well, not very cheap, but cheap enough for someone who is building computers, who needs to have a wider range of screwdriver heads. 33 piece. And even if not building computers, it's just adjusting and building other machines, from, I don't know, computers to cars to mobile phones. These can take apart. These can be used to aid taking apart things like iPhone 4s, which have the small sort of things in the bottom. And as well, they have the elusive, I like to call Starhead. Come on. Starhead screwdrivers heads, which is obviously quite useful. Anyway, I just thought I'd make a video on that, as I find that this has helped me a lot and has been very useful, and I'd just like to say thank you to the person who's bought me them. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching today. Please check out the other videos on the channel, and if this has helped you today, please leave a like or a comment just to allow me to know that I've helped you out today. Thanks very much for watching, and bye. Sorry.